Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are and whenever you are. Hello, my name is Christina, and I've been kind of trying to make YouTube videos for a little while now. But recently I just kind of came up with this new idea of doing some crayon melting and seeing if people like that. So, yeah. With that said, let's get started. So today, I have an in-home daycare, and I have already made all of the white ones that I had crayons for, and the black. I made a couple of the black ones over here. Unfortunately, they broke, so I'm going to need to remelt those in the oven. So yeah, let me just go ahead and take that out, put it in here so that it can remelt whenever I put them in the oven. And so that it doesn't get that white on it that is there. I am, as I said, doing this for my daycare kids, but eventually I think I might try to sell some. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, like, let me know, and I might, like, set them up on, like, an Etsy shop or something. Because, yeah, you never know what people are involved in or interested in. So I don't have a whole lot of, wax for these colors. But I think what I might do is, actually, I think I'm starting to remember why I had them in that bigger one, is because they tend to come out better from these bigger ones, and that's why they break, is if they're a little smaller in these molds, they tend to break. But what I tend to do is I'll put these in. Here, let me go ahead and put this one back in where it came from. And what I will do is I'll leave these out for the initial melting process. And then once this is all melted, then I'll go ahead and put these in there to kind of fill it up a little bit more, because the when it melts, the wax kind of shrinks, and that's why that ends up breaking them. So that's one of the things that I've learned, is that if you put them in the oven and get them melted and then put some more wax in there, then that tends to work better, and they come out more stronger, so that they come out of the mold better. So I will go ahead and set these pieces aside, and we can do the orange. So here we have the oranges, some more oranges. I tend to, when I recycle crayons, I get them from the thrift store, and then I just divide them all into the same basic colors so that they make really pretty mixtures. So, like, I'll throw in golds and like red orange and stuff in with the oranges. And like this one is this is like kind of a sparkly one, and I like to do that because it makes for like a really cute picture, or like, yeah, for whenever your kids are coloring with them, or when you're coloring with them. Hey, I color too. But see, it comes out a little bit like, oh, well, that one has some black on it. Definitely wouldn't sell that one because it has some black, but it comes out really neat because, you can kind of get some variation in there. Like, you can see, like, some more of let's get it in the sunlight. Some, like, oranges and reds and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, here's a good one. here's a good example of like what, you know, the kinds of crayons that I like to make, because it like kind of shows the kids that, like, you know, orange is, or red, or whatever color it is, like has a whole bunch of different shades. So and like I said, I make these for my I've made these for my daycare. So so that's what I like to do, is kind of rescue the crayons and then like melt them down into really pretty different colors. So yeah, that's one of those. So we'll grab some of these and put them in here. Looks like those two are pretty full. Let's go ahead and put them in here. So you want to be careful that they don't spill out, but fill it up enough that it like doesn't get too small. And if whenever this comes out, it's again too like shallow in the mold, what I'll do is add a few more extra crayons. So I probably will I won't fill it up with all of these oranges. I'll save a few for sticking in whenever these get melted. So yeah. All right, let's see. How many do I have left over here? All right, so I've got about this many left here. So I'll want to try and keep some of those aside to put in here in case these are too shallow. And if, you know, they're okay, then I might just, you know, maybe stick them in with the reds or whatever. But yeah, that's the orange. And I might just stick this pink one in by itself, or I might do the reds too. What I might do is just put this pink one in by itself on its own tray, and so that we can save that for the reds. So anyways, yeah, let's get those in the oven. Okay, it's time to check them. It has been about 15 minutes. Okay, it looks like the black might be done. Let's go ahead and check that. Do I need to put some more in there? Yeah, I'll go ahead and put more crayons in there. It's been about 15 minutes. Normally you want to do it for about 10 minutes before you check them at 275, but I mistakenly did it at 175, so it's been about 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and add some more black crayons in there to kind of fill up that mold, because you can kind of see that it's pretty shallow in there. And that will cause the crayon to break whenever I try to pull it out. So yeah, I'll grab some more and we'll do that. Okay, so I went and grabbed some crayons. We'll be very careful putting them in, because obviously it's very hot. So I just kind of go in and stick them on top so that they can kind of continue melting in there. And it looks like it's melted, and then maybe it's still a little bit solid there, but we'll just go ahead and put that in there. And got a little bit of wax on myself there, but nothing too bad. Just whenever you're doing this, obviously just be really careful. You know, if you're a youngster, don't do this without a grown-up's help, okay? Because we don't want to have little guys and gals getting hurt. So maybe just leave this to your parents to do, okay? All right, and that is that. We will come back in about another 5 minutes to check and see how the little oranges are doing. And I can already tell that some of them are definitely going to need a few more crayons. So let's check back in about 5 minutes. All right, it's been another about 5 minutes. Aha, they are completely melted. And yes, I can definitely tell that some of them are going to need extra crayons. So, let's see. Alright, the black is still working on melting, which is okay, because we just put some extra one in there. So let me grab some orange crayons and we'll put them in there. Okay, so looking at them, the lowest ones look like definitely this little flower here. So you can see how it just kind of falls right into that liquid. Let's see, do any of the other ones need extra wax? Or should I just put them all in here? I think I'll put a couple of extra ones in these other oranges, and then we will come back and check in another 5 minutes. So, yep. Okay, we are back one more time, and it looks like everything is pretty well melted in. So we'll go ahead and pull that out and set it on the stove to cool. So, oh, you can see kind of some of the pieces that haven't quite melted in, and that black is definitely overflowing. So I think the ones next to it might end up being a little bit orange-black, but that's okay. Let's move out of the way some of these pans to put the pan over here and carefully taking this out, and then watch the black. It's probably going to spill over into that orange. And if it does, that's okay. You live and you learn. I'm just getting started with this. Yup, there we go. There's some black orange there. But anyways, that will sit there to dry and cool and dry. And while I was waiting for these to cook and melt, I just went ahead and made some red ones. So let's go take a look at those. So these are our red ones that I'm going to put in next. As soon as the other pink mold is a little bit cooled off, I'll go ahead and toss these back on the pan that I was using and put those back in to go ahead and do some cooking themselves. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn the camera around. Anyways, if you liked this video and you want to see more of this, just let me know down in the comments, and if you would be interested in buying something like this, you know, let me know, and maybe I could start selling them, because, you know, I really enjoy rescuing old crayons from thrift stores and kind of turning them into better looking crayons, basically. I really appreciate the molds that I got here, because like this one is like a mouse, and I don't know if you can see that it has the word like mouse on there, and I just think that's really cute. And then also the bigger mold, I think that was the, oh, it's this blue one here that I have some of the red ones in. But these are really, really good for toddlers, because they are like, you know, super big, and you know, so they're really good for kiddos that have problems with fine motor skills, or just aren't there yet for their fine motor skills. So you know, so yeah, just let me know if you or anyone you know would be actually interested in buying some of these. So because who knows? That might be something that someone's interested in, and I could potentially do that. So, so yeah, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.